Namaste. We'll start our yoga practice. Welcome to sit on the mat in a comfortable position. Bring our hands into Namaskara Mudra, hands by your heart. Deeply breathe in through the nostrils. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nostrils. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nostrils. Breathe out through the mouth. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe in. As in all the Bharatiya tradition, we will start our Abhyasa with our humble salutations to our Guru. So I start my practice with my humble salutations to my Yoga Guruji, Dr. Dhiraj Prakash Joshi ji. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Our Namana to the Gurus that are, that have been, and that will be. Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudrah Prachodayat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityormukshiyamamritat. And our salutations to Shri Patanjali, who gave us the Yoga Sutras. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarotam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjali ranutosmin abahu purushakaram shankachakra sahasrashirasam shvetam pranamami patanjalim. We'll start our practice with Sukshma Vyayam or warm-up exercises to warm up these muscles and joints before we go on to the practice. So we will come into Samasthiti, which is feet together, knees together, hands by the side of your body, fingers together, spine is nicely stretched up. So we'll keep looking straight ahead and we'll start with the first practice, Shuddhi Vishuddhi, breathing in and out 15 times. Let's start now. Second practice is known as Medha Shakti Vikasa Kriya. Here we will turn our neck towards the ceiling and concentrate on the center of our eyebrows, focusing on the Agneya Chakra, the third eye. And again, 15 minutes of breathing in and out. Let's start now. Last of the three practices is known as Buddhi Shakti Vikasa Kriya. Here we'll put our chin on the chest and concentrate on the tip of our nostrils, known as Nasagra Drushti, being the observer or witness of our breath, observing our breath. So looking at the tip of our nostrils, Nasagra Drushti, again 15 rounds of breathing in and out. Let's start now. finish your 15 rounds, come back into Samasthiti. The next practice is known as Griva Shakti Vikasa Kriya. So Griva in Sanskrita means the neck. So this practice is to warm up the neck. For this practice, starting from Samasthiti, we'll breathe in the center. And then as you breathe out, we'll slowly turn our neck towards the left. Breathe in, come back to the center. This time around, as you breathe out, turn your neck towards the right. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, tilt your neck towards the left. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, tilting your neck towards the right. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, bend forward, bringing your chin on the chest. Breathe in, take your neck as further back as possible. If you have vertigo problem or low blood pressure problem, please watch your practice. If you feel dizzy, sit down and then come back when you feel comfortable. Breathe out, bend forward, bringing your chin on the chest. This time around, as you breathe in, rotate your neck from the left to the back. Breathe out, rotating in from the right. Breathe in, rotate back from the right. Breathe out, rotate in from the left. Once you reach the center of the front, breathe in, come back to Samasthiti. The next practice that we will do is whole body warm up, known as yogic jumps. So for this practice, we will breathe in, take our hands up, keeping the palm in the opposite direction, breathe out and come back. Yeah. So if you find it difficult to jump, you can just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So we'll do 40 rounds. I'll count in Sanskrit from 1 to 22 times. So make sure you nicely coordinate your breathing. Don't be in a hurry. Don't rush. If you nicely coordinate the breathing, you will really enjoy the practice. So don't rush. So breathe in, breathe out. So we'll start the count. Ekam, dve, त्रीणि, चत्वारि, पञ्च, षष्ठ, सप्त, अष्ट, नव, दश, एकादश, द्वादश, त्रयोदश, चतुर्दश, पञ्चदश, षोडश, सप्तादश, अष्टादश, नवदश, विंशतिः. एकं, द्वे, त्रीणि, चत्वारि, पञ्च, षष्ठ, सप्त, अष्ट, नव, दश, एकादश, द्वादश, त्रयोदश, चतुर्दश, पञ्चदश, षोडश, सप्तादश, अष्टादश, नवदश, विंशतिः. Fantastic. So you bring your legs apart and come down. You can either catch your leg and stay there, or you can bring your hands onto the ground in between your leg. Put your head down and try and calm down your breathing. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Come up. Jump back into Samasthiti. Now, you come sit down and relax here. So we will take a walk down the path of our itihasa. Itihasa, itihasa, and so it happened. So there's a nice shloka quoted in Rajatarangini, written by the Kashmiri historian Kalhana, and it goes as Dharmartha Kama Mokshanam Upadesha Samanvitam Puravrittam Katayuktam Itihasa Pravakshyate. So, the account of what has happened in the past in the form of a story, having instructions on how to achieve our human pursuits, the four Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha, is what is called as Itihasa. So that is the beauty of our Indic way of keeping an account of our past events. So that's why it's so important to go through our Bharatiya Itihasa. So that's why we keep going back to our Ramayana and Mahabharata. So today, let's take a walk down the path of history, the Itihasa of Ramayana, the Itihasa Ramayana. Okay, so we'll start with an offering to Bhagwan Rama. Ramo Rajamani Sada Vijayate, Ramam Ramesham Vaje, Ramena Bihata Nishachara Chamuhu, Ramaya Tasmai Namaha, Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram, Ramasya Dasosmyaham, Rame Chittalayas Sada Me Bhavatu, Bho Rama Mamuddhara. So let's take a walk down the Itihasa through our Yoga Abhyas. So, right at the beginning of Ramayana, when Ramayana was written by Maharshi Valmiki, so it so happens Sita Mata is in the ashrama of Valmiki Maharshi. Valmiki Maharshi is, he is in the midst of the ashrama, he is observing the nature, the beauty of the nature. He is enjoying the bliss of, he is lost in the bliss of the nature. And he observes two Kramcha Pakshis, two crane or heron, which are also lost in the bliss of nature. And unfortunately, a hunter happens to kill the male Kramcha Pakshi. And Sage Valmiki is overcome by the sorrow of the female Kramcha Pakshi, who is crying in agony, having lost her partner. So he curses the hunter in the form of a shloka. Spontaneously, a shloka comes out of from him, and then he curses the hunter in the form of a shloka. And for the first time in the history, one of the Sanskrit metric system, grammar system, Anushtup Chandas is used. So then it is said, the Lord Brahma says to Valmiki Maharshi, why don't you write the story of Bhagwan Rama and Sita Mata in the same chandas. So Valmiki Maharshi writes the Ramayana, which has got 24,000 verses, and they are divided into 7 sections or kandas. So it starts as starts from here, starts from the story of the Kramcha Pakshi. So we'll start off with by doing Kramchasana. Okay, so Kramchasana is a very nice practice, bringing nice flexibility into our hip joints, bringing nice flexibility into the hamstring muscles, and also it's a nice workout, gentle workout for the shoulders. So we'll start off by coming into Dandasana, that is, to stretch your legs out nicely, body at 90 degree to the, so if I go to the side, you'll see what's happening. Body at 90 degree to the limbs, no weight on your hands, they're just by there. You pull yourself up with the strength of your spinal muscles. Shift all your weight onto the bony prominences at the bottom, and you pull yourself up to sit here in Dandasana. From Dandasana, we will go into what is called as Ardha Virasana. So we bring our leg put by the side of the hip joint. If bringing it very close to the hip joint is difficult, if it is, that's where it stays, all right, absolutely fine, leave it there. If you're comfortable bringing it by the side, bring it close to your hip joint. And from there, we will fold our right knee, catch our right foot with the clasp of our hands. Take a nice deep breath. And then as you breathe out, stretch your right foot out. And hold. Wherever you've reached, hold. Once you're comfortable, start to pull the leg towards yourself. Rather than bring the head towards the leg, you start to pull the leg towards yourself. Hold with normal breathing. And slowly release. Stretch your leg out. Stretch this leg out. Same practice on the other side. So we bring our right foot by the right hip joint. Again, if you find it difficult to bring it very close to the hip joint, you can keep it a bit further away. Then we fold the left knee and catch the left foot with the clasp of our hands. Take a nice deep breath in and stretch take a nice deep breath in and stretch the leg out. Once you're comfortable, you start to pull the leg towards your body. Rather than bending your body towards the leg, you start to pull the leg towards your body. Hold with normal breathing. Then slowly bring your leg down. Stretch your leg out. Stretch your other leg out, coming into Dandasana. Stretch in Dandasana and relax in Shikila Dandasana. Feet apart, hands behind you, hands shoulder distance apart, fingers together. Then lean back. 2 rounds of deep breathing. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. So that is our Crown Chasana. That's where the story of Ramayana starts. Then we have, if you look into Nama Ramayana, how does Nama Ramayana starts? Nama Ramayana starts as Shuddha Brahma Parat Pararam Kalatmaka Parameshwara Ram Shesha Talpa Sukha Nidhrita Ram. So it talks about Bhagwan Rama sleeping on the, who is resting on the cosmic serpent Sheshanaga in the Kshira Sagar. So Bhagwan Rama being the 7th avatar of amongst the Dasha avatar of Vishnu, he is resting in the Kshira Sagara on his cosmic serpent. So we'll come to do Ananta Shayanasana. So Ananta Shayanasana is a very nice practice, giving a nice stretch to both sides of the body. It needs a slight element of balance, and it brings a nice sense of stretch and balance into the body. You feel very nice and relaxed after the posture. So we'll come to lie on the left side of our body, and we will come to rest the head and neck on your left hand. So the feet on top of each other. We'll bring our right hand in front of our chest. Breathe in, stretch your right leg up. We'll prepare ourselves for the posture. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out and down. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out and down. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out and down. Now bend your knee joint and catch your great toe with a toe lock. So you encircle the great toe with the thumb and second and third finger. Take a nice deep breath and then stretch your leg up. Going into the Ananta Shayanasana or Lord Vishnu posture. And you hold with normal breathing. You concentrate on a fixed point or think of a shloka, deepening the practice, spiritualizing the practice. Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vignopashantaye. Slowly release. Stretch the leg out. Same practice on the other side. So you come to lie on the right side of your body and rest your head and neck on your right hand. So the right hand, left feet on top of each other. Bring your right hand in front of the chest. Take a nice deep breath. Stretch your left leg up. Breathe out, bring down. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out and down. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out and down. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out and down. Now bend your knee. Catch the great toe with the toe lock. Take a nice deep breath. Put your leg up. Again, hold with normal breathing. Concentrating on a fixed point ahead of you. Thinking of a shloka for Bhagwan Vishnu. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrusham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogichadhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanaatam. Bring your leg down, stretch that leg out, and then come to lie on your back. So next practice that we will go into is, so let's go ahead on the story. Then we have Bhagwan Rama, who is Bhagwan Vishnu, who is going to be born as the 7th avatara on the Bhoomi. So we have Dasharatha Maharaja, who has not had any offsprings for many years. So he performs the Putrakameshta Yajna on the banks of Sarayu river under the guidance of Maharshi Rishyashringa. Okay, so this Rishi, Maharshi Rishyashringa, performs a yajna for him, Putrakameshta Yajna, and then the 4 sons are born. Even today, in Karnataka, in Sringeri, in a place called Kigga, there is a temple for Maharshi Rishyashringa. Yeah? And even Sringeri gets its name from Maharshi's name because he goes and resides there. Finally, the place is called Sringeri, based on the name of this Maharshi. So we come to do, so we are Now into the first kanda, the Bala Kanda. So we will do Balasana, Ananda Balasana, which is a very nice practice, bringing flexibility into these hamstring muscles, nice relaxation into these hip joints, and very nice massage to the back. So we'll bring our feet by our hip joint, then we'll lift our feet off the ground, catch the toes with the toe lock, bring the feet apart, as further apart as possible, and bring the knee joint into a nice right angle. Start to pull the knees towards your armpit. Keeping the legs, feet as further apart as possible. Start to pull these knee joints towards your armpit. And once you're comfortable, you can roll around and give a nice massage to your back. So it's a gentle massage to your back and bringing some gentle flexibility into your hip joint and hamstring muscles. So Ananda Balasana. You will see babies in this posture, hence called Ananda Balasana. Bring your feet together. Let go of the toe lock. Bring your legs down, stretch your leg out, give yourself a stretch. And then we have all the four brothers are born. They learn under the tutelage of Vashishta Maharshi and Vishwamitra Rishi, and Bhagwan Rama and Lakshmana come to Mithila with Vishwamitra Rishi. There, Bhagwan Rama, he overcomes the Shivadhanus. Shivadhanus, which is known as Pinaka. Yeah, the name of the Dhanus is Pinaka. So Bhagwan Rama overcomes the Shivadhanus, and then he in the Swayamvara, and he marries Sitamata. So we will do Dhanurasana, which is a very nice practice for the back and people who have any low back problem, lumbar disc problem. This is nice practice to strengthen the spinal muscles and also a nice gentle workout for your shoulders. So for this practice, we'll come to lie on the front, coming into Samasthiti, feet together, knees together, palms close to the body, palm facing towards the ceiling, forehead on the ground. So we'll bring our feet towards our hip joint and we will catch the ankle with the hands. So right with the right, left with the left. You can keep your great toes interlocked or you can keep them separate. Either way is fine. Whatever is comfortable, go into that posture. And then keep the knees shoulder distance apart. Take a nice deep breath. And then as you breathe out, come up. Trying to straighten that knee joint and looking towards the ceiling. Pulling into the knee joint. Straightening, trying to stretch that knee joint. Hold. Going into Dhanurasana. Hold here. Slowly release. Bring your knees together. Let go of the ankle joints. Give yourself a stretch and come to roll back and come to lay on your back. So that brings us to the end of Balakanda. So we've had the birth of Bhagwan Rama and he's grown up. He's had his tutelage and the rishis and he's been in the Swayamvara and married Sitamata. Now we come into Ayodhya Kanda where Bhagwan Rama and Sitamata have been married for 12 years now, and Dasharatha Maharaja decides on the coronation of Bhagwan Rama, and we all know the story. He has to keep his promise for Kaikeyi Mata, and Ram Bhagwan ends up having to go to Vanamasa because he has to keep his father's promise. So he comes into he goes to forest, and he is the Nishada Raja Guha helps him to cross the river Maganga. He arranges for the boat to cross from one bank to the other. So we will come to do Naukasana, boat posture, which again is a very good practice to strengthen our core, and then it's a nice workout for the thigh muscles, good for the back and also good for our shoulders. It's a nice workout for the core muscles mainly. So starting from Samasthiti, feet together, knees together, hands by the side of our body, palm facing downwards. Take a nice deep breath. And then we'll lift our legs up to 35 degrees, coming into Uttana Padasana. Then we'll bring our hands parallel to the leg. Take a nice deep breath. Then come up. So we want to keep the head and the feet in the same plane. Try to straighten that spine. Hold. Bring your hands to the side. Take your hands back into Namaskara Mudra. Again, bring it to the side, to the front, to the side. Taking back, going into Namaskara Mudra, to the side, to the front. Then as we release, first the neck comes down, then the hands come down, then the leg comes down. Give yourself a stretch and relax in Shavasana. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. So the next practice is, we will go into, as we go further in the story, we have, so Bhagwan Rama has come into the forest, and he is among the Chitrakuta mountains. So we'll turn to our left, come up, and then we will come into standing posture. Okay, so we will go into Tadasana, mountain posture. It gives a nice stretch to both sides of the body. So starting from Samasthiti, so Chitrakuta mountains, in the current day Bharat, they are in the state of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. Yeah. So feet together, knees together, hands to the side of your body. Take a nice deep breath. Bring your hands up. Bring the palm to face towards the ceiling. Stretch your hands up. Take a nice deep breath. And then as you breathe out, come up. Coming onto your tippy toes. And hold with focused concentration at a fixed point ahead of you, feeling a stretch from the tip of your toes, through the ankle, through the hip joint, through the spine, through the shoulder joint, through the elbow, through the wrist, to the tip of your fingers. Holding the posture with complete ease. Stiram Sukham Asanam. Stiram stable, Sukham in complete ease in the posture. And hold this complete ease and stability, not just in this posture, but let that flow into every walk of your life. Stiram Sukham Asanam. As we come down, slowly come down on your feet, bring your hands down, bring the palm to face towards the ground, bring your hands down, give yourself a stretch. So, Bhagwan has been in the Chitrakuta mountains, and Bharata comes back from his grandmother's place, and he realizes what has happened. He comes searching for Bhagwan Rama, and he, as we all know, he ends up taking the Bhagwan Rama obviously doesn't return to Ayodhya. Bharata takes the Paduka of Bhagwan Rama and with reverence, and he goes back to Ayodhya. So we will do Padahastasana, which is a forward bending posture, and it's very good practice for the spine, bringing nice flexibility into the whole body. So people who have any severe disc problem, severe backache, please refrain from doing the whole posture. You may bend forward, but you don't have to forcibly try to touch your forehead to the knee joint. Do only as much as is comfortable for you. Others can try to go into the full posture. So we'll try go into the posture, lift our hands up, take a nice deep breath, look towards the ceiling, and as you breathe out, come down. Bring the body parallel to the ground at 90 degrees to your legs, arms by your ears. Try and shift your weight from your heel to the toes. Keep looking ahead or towards the ceiling and bring your hands down. Don't look down yet. Keep looking towards the front or towards the ceiling. Bring your hands by the side of your feet and try to bend at the hip joint rather than curving your spine already. Try to flex at the hip joint as much as possible. As you do so, continue to breathe normally. And when you feel you can no longer bend at the hip joint, then you start to bring your forehead towards the knee joint. Where you have reached, hold. Hold, feeling a stretch behind your thigh, behind the knee, and behind the leg. Hold with normal breathing. Parahastasana. As you release, first the neck comes up. Then bring your hand 90 degrees to the leg. Then stretch up. Take a nice deep breath. As you lean back, giving opposite stretch to the spine. Breathe out, bring your hands out. Give yourself a stretch. So that brings us towards the end of Ayodhya Kanda. Then Bhagwan Rama, Sita Mata and Lakshmana move deeper into the forest. They go into Dandakaranya, which is current day parts of Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Chhattisgarh, and Orissa. Yeah. So Dandakaranya, to represent Dandakaranya, we will do Vrikshasana, the tree posture, which is a balancing posture. If you find it difficult to balance, please take the support of wall or a chair in front of you, and make sure when you bring your foot on the other leg, it should be either above the ankle joint, below the knee joint, or just above the knee joint. Don't put your feet on your joint, okay? It's above or below the joint. So starting from Samastiti, core nicely tucked in, shoulders pulled back. We will bring our right foot by the root of the left thigh. And then make sure you keep your knee in the same plane as the body. Don't let it to project forward. So keeping the knee in the same plane as the body. Bring your hands to the front. Take a nice deep breath in. Stretch your hands up, going into a nice Namaskara Mudra. Hold, focusing at a fixed point ahead of you. You can deepen our practice by reciting a shloka or a mantra. Urdhmoolamadash-shakam ashvattam prahuravyayam chandansi yasya parnani yastam veda sa vedavit. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands down, bring the palm to face towards the ground, bring your hands to the center, release your feet. Stretch. Same practice on the other side. So you bring your left foot by the root of the right thigh. Bring your hands to the front. See the knee in the same plane as the body. Hands to the front. Stretch your hands up. Going into a nice Namaskara Mudra. Looking at a fixed point ahead of us. Concentrating on a mantra or a shloka to deepen the practice. Adashchodvam prasrutastasya shaka guna pravriddha vishaya pravalaha adascha mulanyanu karmanubandhini manushya loke. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands down, bring the palm to face the ground. Release your hands. Release the feet, give yourself a stretch. So, going deeper into the jungles, deeper into the Dandakaranya. Then Bhagwan Rama and Lakshmana overcome one of the demons known as Virada. Yeah, this is actually a celestial being known as Tumbura, who would have had a thirst, a shapa from Kubera, and for the shapa vimochana, it would have been said that so Rama Bhagwan has to overcome the demon and the demonic quality in him, and then he will have moksha. He can go back to the celestial abode. So Bhagwan Rama and Lakshmana overcome this demon known as Virada. So we will come to do Akarna Dhanurasana, which looks like as if you are stringing a bow and you are about to strike an arrow. So reminding ourselves of the bow which Bhagwan Rama used to always hold, he used to hold this bow. He's known as Kodanda Pani. Yeah, his bow is known as Sharanga. It's also known as Kodanda, hence the name Kodanda Pani, Kodanda Rama. Yeah, there are temples, Kodanda Rama Swami temple, there is a Kodanda Rama Swami temple in Hiramagadu. It's a very old temple. So Kodanda Swami, Kodanda Rama Swami, Kodanda Pani. So we will come to do Akarna Dhanurasana, which looks like stringing the bow and about to strike an arrow. And it's a very good practice to bring nice flexibility into your thigh, hamstring muscles, and it's a good workout for your shoulders as well. Good for the spine, good for the whole body. So we will come to it in Dandasana. So if I go to the side, you can see what's happening. That's why I'm going to the side so that you see actually how to go into the posture. So we come to catch both the toes with the toe lock, right with the right, left with the left. Straighten your spine. Take a nice deep breath. And then as you breathe out, lift your right leg up and start to pull it towards the ear. So see how my elbows are pointing towards the ceiling. Hold. Trying to deepen the stretch. So if you find it difficult to hold this feet with one hand, you can release that other hand and support the heel with your hand. Yeah, trying to deepen the stretch at your hip joint. And you hold, thinking of a shloka for Rama Bhagwan. Ramaya Ramabhandraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunataya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Slowly release. So same practice on the other side. You catch the toes with toe lock. This time around, take a nice deep breath in. Then lift your left leg up and start to pull it towards the ear, pointing the elbow towards the ceiling. And then we'll think of a shloka. Pavanaha pavatamasmi Rama shastrabratamaham Jashanam makaraschasmi Srotasamasmi jahnavi. Release that leg. So that is one of the shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita, where Bhagwan Shri Krishna is reiterating as to what entities he is present as in different aspects of the cosmos. In one of the shlokas, he says, among the wielders of weapon, I am Bhagwan Rama, Ram Bhagwan, because Ram Bhagwan always wielded the weapon for the dharmic reasons. So that is your Akarna Dhanurasana. Then, as we know, Sita Mata is kidnapped by Ravana, and Ravana ends up taking away Sita Mata in the Pushpaka Vimana to Lanka. So you will come into doing Vimanasana, which is a nice, it's a moderate, intermediate balancing posture, and it's a playful posture. So you come to stand up. Again, I'll go on to my side. You'll see what I'm doing. So come into nice Samasana, Sama posture, Siddha posture. Keep your feet together, knees together, hands by the side of your body. Spine is nicely stretched up. Take a nice deep breath. And then you start to stretch your right leg back and stretch your body. Bring your body parallel to the ground, trying to stretch that right leg out and stretch your wings out, hands parallel to the ground. So wherever you've reached, hold. If you are a bit wobbly, just come to realize that there is a lot of turbulence, very windy, it's all right. You will overcome it. And slowly, as you release, come back. Bring your wings back and your feet back. So same practice on the other side. So go to the front, you will see. So same practice on the other leg. So take a nice deep breath. And then stretch your left leg behind you. Start to stretch it to the back. And bring your body parallel to the ground, leg parallel to the ground, and stretch your wings out. Hold with a smile on your face, enjoying what you're doing. Bring the child inside you alive. Keep it kicking and alive always. Hold. As you release, the wings come back, leg comes back. Give yourself a stretch. So that brings us to the end of Aranyakanda. And then Ram Bhagwan is very dejected. He is very upset that he can't find Sita Mata. Sita Mata has been taken away. So he's very, very upset. And Lakshmana, his brother, comes to him and says, Utsahat balavanarya nastyutsahat parambalam sotsahasya lokeshu na kinchitapi durlabam. He says, oh my dear brother, oh my dear elder brother, the greatest strength in life is utsaha, enthusiasm. There's nothing greater than enthusiasm. For a person who has got enthusiasm and the firm determination to do anything and everything is attainable. So he gives him a pep talk. And they progress further, coming on to Kishkinda Kanda. So Kishkinda Kingdom is in the current day, it's in Karnataka, by the Hampi district. So we have the Anjanadri hills, Anjanadri Betta as well, there where Bhagwan Hanumanji is said to have been born. So we come to Kishkinda Kanda, Ram Bhagwan helps Sugriva overcome his brother Vali, and that's where Bhagwan Rama and Lakshmana meet Hanumanji. Okay, so we will come to do Hanuman Dvajasana and Hanuman Dvajavandanasana. So these practices are nice for the flexibility of the hamstring muscles. Again, improves the strength and power of our limbs, and nicely corrects our postures, energizes us. So starting from Samastiti, we'll take a nice deep breath. And then as we breathe out, we'll lift our right leg up, stretch it as further as possible, bring it down, going into a nice right angle with your right knee, sinking into the hips as much as possible. Make a fist with your hands, stretch your hands back, and curve your spine back, looking towards the ceiling. And then we'll bring our hands. This is Hanuman Dvajasana. We'll bring our hands into Namaskara Mudra in front of our heart and going into Hanuman Dvajavandanasana. Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Manarayuta Mukyam Shri Ram Shahरणम Prapadye. Use your hands, straighten the leg, turn, bring your leg back. So same practice on the other side. So Hanuman Dvajasana and Hanuman Dvajavandanasana. Again, take a nice deep breath and stretch your left leg out as further back and out as possible. Come down into a nice right angle with the left knee and sink into the hips as much as possible. Yeah? Make a fist with both the hands. Stretch the hands behind you, curving the spine behind you. Going into Hanuman Dvajasana. And then you come, bring your hands into Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart. Going into Hanuman Dvajavandanasana. Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Manarayuta Mukyam Shri Ram Shahरणम Prapadye. Release the hands. Look to the front. Stretch this leg. Turn it in. And come back. So that brings us towards the end of Kishkinda Kanda. And then next is Sundara Kanda, where it's all about how Bhagwan Hanuman goes to find Sita Mata. He finds her. He figures out that she is in Lanka. He gives the message of Ram Bhagwan, gives the Chudamani to her, and he brings back message from her to Ram Bhagwan. And also in that pursuit, he also causes a lot of damage to Lanka, creating fear in the heart of Ravana and also fear in the hearts of the inhabitants of Lanka. So Sundarakanda is all about Bhagwan Hanuman. So we'll come to do two postures here, known as Ardha Hanumanasana and Hanumanasana. Hanumanasana is an advanced posture. It's a very stretchy posture, bringing extreme flexibility into your hamstring muscles and your hip joint. So if you're practicing yoga recently, Yoga Abhyas recently, refrain from doing it. If you have any hip joint problem, knee joint problem, ankle joint problem, refrain from doing it. You can just, if you are a newbie, you can do Ardha Hanumanasana and gradually build into Hanumanasana. So it's a great practice, fantastic practice. And if you're not able to completely do it, it's all right. It's not a competition. We will all get there slowly. Yeah. Shanai. Slowly. Yeah. So we will come to sit in Vajrasana to start off with. And then bring our right leg to the front, going into Ekapada Prasaranasana or Ashvasanchanasana. So we'll bring our hands here. Breathe in, breathe out and lean back. Trying to bring the forehead to the knee joint. Breathe in, breathe out. So this is Ardha Hanumanasana. You can stay here. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. From here, we can go into full Hanumanasana. So you start to stretch your right leg to the front. You stretch your left leg on the back. So wherever you've reached, hold, feeling a stretch behind your right thigh and on the front of the left thigh. Hold. Then slowly release. And then we'll go into the same practice on the other side. Ardha Hanumanasana and Hanumanasana. So starting from Vajrasana, we will stretch our left leg going to a nice right angle here. And bringing our hands here, sinking into the hips as much as possible. Breathe in, breathe out, leaning back. Yeah. Breathe in, breathe out. Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we go into the full posture. We start to stretch our left leg in front of us and then right leg behind us. So you feel a nice stretch on the inside of your back of your left thigh and on the front of the right thigh. So wherever you have reached, hold. Hanumanasana. And then slowly release. Going back into Vajrasana. So that brings us towards the end of Sundarakanda. Relax in Vajrasana. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Next we go into Yuddhakanda. Yeah. So in the Yuddhakanda, we have the Rama Setu is built. So Bhagwan Rama builds the Rama Setu with the help of the Vanara Sainya. And also there is a beautiful story of the little squirrel also helping Bhagwan Rama. And the whole story in some other practice some other day, but it's a very lovely, very divine and very blissful, innocent story. So every little helps. And that reiterates, it is reiterated by Bhagwan Krishna in the 9th chapter in Bhagavad Gita. He says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayashyati tadaham bhaktyuparhatam ashnami prayatatmanaha. So he's talking about offering made with a lot of divinity, with innocent, blissful divinity, makes him just completely offer himself to the one who is like that. Yeah. So we come into Yuddhakanda, where the Rama Setu is built, and the engineers of Rama Setu, or brothers, twin brothers, Nal and Neela, who are the offsprings of Vishwakarma, who is the divine architect. He is the one who sculpts the weapons of the devas, the gods. He is the one who has sculpted the Vajrayudha. See this posture that we are doing, Vajrasana, which represents the Vajrayudha. And also the Pinaka, the bow, Shivadhanus, which was broken right at the beginning, and Sharanga, which is Bhagwan Rama's bow, Kodanda, Sharanga. So yes, fascinating stories. Lots and lots of upakates in between, which is beautiful. It's a lovely journey. So we come into doing Setu Bandhasana, which is a bridge posture. This again is a very nice practice for the back to strengthen our spine. People who have any low backache problem or lumbar disc problem, it's a nice practice. So we will do Setu Bandhasana, and then we will do an extension of the Setu Bandhasana as well. So not everybody has to do it. You can slowly work your way into the extension, but I'll just demonstrate both of them. Yeah. So we'll come to lie on our back for Setu Bandhasana, Samasthiti. Feet together, knees together, hands by the side of your body, palm facing downwards, spine nicely stretched out. And bring our feet by the side of our hip joint. Keep the knees shoulder distance apart. We'll catch the ankle with the hands, right with the right, left with the left. And then take a nice deep breath. And then bring your cushion navel up towards the ceiling, going into a nice right angle at the knee joint. The head rests on the ground. Don't try to lift your head off. Nice right angle at the knee joint. pushing the navel towards the ceiling as much as possible. Hold here. So you can just stay here. So feel the nice relaxation on your back. Or if you want to take it a bit further, you can come to support your back with your hands. And the elbows will be shoulder distance apart. This is further stretching the Setu Bandhasana. Lift your right feet up and then stretch up. Stretch that left leg out and hold. Come back. And then same practice on the other side. So lift your left leg up. Stretch up. And stretch your right leg out. Come back. Come to catch your ankle joint. Going into Setu Bandhasana. Then slowly come down. Stretch. Give yourself a stretch and relax in Shavasana. 2 rounds of deep breathing. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. So the bridge is built, and then we have the Mahayuddha happening. All the gods have assembled to watch the war. And Bhagavan Rama, for some reason, is unable to overcome the power of Ravana. This is the time when Agastya Maharishi comes and he energizes and motivates Bhagavan Rama. He gives him the Aditya Hridayam, the prayer to Surya Deva, where towards the end of Aditya Hridayam, even Surya Deva is saying, Tvareti. He says, make haste, come on, hurry up. So that is the Aditya Hridayam, which is prayer to the Surya Deva in the Yuddhakanda. So we will come up again, going into the warrior postures. So we turn to our left, support of our hands, we come up, and we will stand up, going into. We'll go into the warrior posture, Virabhadrasana. So starting from Samasthiti, we'll take our hands up, going into Namaskar Mudra, bring our legs apart, turn our left foot out, and then turn towards the left. Then we'll sink into a nice right angle at the knee joint, sink into the hips as much as possible. And if you're comfortable, you can look towards the Namaskar Mudra, going into Anjaneyasana. Hold here. As you release, look to the front, straighten that leg, turn it in. Same practice on the other side. So we'll turn our left foot out, turn to the left, sink into a nice right angle at the right knee. Did I say left? Right side. Right knee, sink into the hips. And then, once you're comfortable, you can look towards the Namaskara Mudra and go into Anjaneyasana. Hold. As you release, look to the front, straighten that knee, turn it in, with your hands, jump back into Samasthiti with Utsaha. Remember, Utsahat Balavanarya. Right. So next practice is Virabhadrasana 2. Yeah. So for this practice, again, we'll bring our feet apart. The chest is facing forwards. Bring our hands up. The palm will be facing towards the ground. Take a nice deep breath. Then as you breathe out, turn your left foot out. Yeah, chest faces to the front. Take a nice deep breath. And then as you breathe out, sink into the knee joint. Nice right angle at the knee joint, sinking into the hips. Once you are comfortable, you turn towards the left hand and slightly lean backwards. So you hit a point where you're easily holding the posture. Yeah, with effortless effort, with prayatna shaitilya. Hold here. We can go into Sun Warrior posture if you're comfortable. You bring your right hand to rest gently. Don't put your weight on the leg, okay? Just gently rest it on the leg, and then bring the left hand into a chin mudra and arch it over and above your head. You look towards the chin mudra. Hold. Sun Warrior posture. Then you release. Going into Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten that left leg. Turn it in. Same practice on the other side. So you turn your right foot out. Then sink into a nice right angle at the right knee, sinking into the hips. And then once you're comfortable, you look towards the right hand, slightly lean back, bring the right hand into your chin mudra, rest your left hand on the left leg, and then curve your hand up and over your head. And you look towards the chin mudra. Focus towards the chin mudra, hold. And slowly release. Going back into Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten the leg, turn to the front, turn the leg in, bring your hands down, jump back into Samasthiti. So we have had the war has taken place, and Bhagwan Rama finally managed to overcome Ravana. And once he has won the war, he says to Lakshmana, he says, Api Swarnamayi Lanka Name Lakshmana Rochate Janani Janma Bhoomischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. He says, although Lanka is full of riches, full of gold and everything, it doesn't entice me because my mother and my motherland are the greatest for me in the cosmos. So he pays his humble homage and gratitude to all the powers, to all the energies that have blessed him and made him whatever he is at this point in time. So we come to do what is called as Amritasana. So we'll bring our hands into Namaskara Mudra, go ahead. Atha Purnam Jagat Pranan Samskritam Samskritim Gurum Krishikam Sainikam Gancha Vande Bharata Mataram. So Namana above our head to the higher powers. Reminding ourselves of one of the shlokas from Bhagavad Gita. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Bring our Namaskara Mudra by our forehead, by the third eye of the Agneya Chakra, concentrating on the Agneya Chakra in between our eyebrows, doing a namana to our Guru, to the Guru who gives us the light of knowledge, bringing us away from the darkness of ignorance. So, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Then a namana by both the eyes, doing a namaskara to our parents, doing a namana to Parvati Parameshwara. Vagartha viva sampluptau, Vagartha pratipate, Jagataha Pitarau Vande, Parvati Parameshwarau. Then a namana by the heart, doing a namaskara to the soldier who protects the country. Going down in humbleness, doing a namaskara to the Annadata, to the farmer who gives us our food. And then we do namana to Bhumi Mata 3 times. Samudra Vasane Devi, Parvatastana Mandale, Vishnupatni Namastubhyam, Padasparsham Kshamasmave. First namana to our Janma Bhoomi Bharat. Second namana to this Karma Bhoomi, where we live, where our children are born, they're getting educated here. So humbleness and gratitude to this Bhoomi. And the final namana to our Dharma Bhoomi, which will forever be Bharat. No matter what, how many generations pass, whichever country we are in, our Dharma Bhoomi will forever and forever be our Bharat Bhoomi. So last namana to our Dharma Bhoomi Bharat. So that finishes our Amritasana, and Bhagwan Rama comes back to Ayodhya. So then we have Sita Mata again being sent to the forest. We have Lava Kusha, the children born, and Bhagwan Rama performs the Ashwamedha Yajna, which is so we come to represent it with the Vatayanasana, flying horse posture. Vatayana in Sanskrit means the horse. So this posture is advanced posture. If you have any knee problem, hip joint problem, please refrain from doing it and put something soft under your knee. So initially when you're doing it, you might feel the knees hurt a bit. So put something soft under the knee when you're doing the posture. Yeah. So we will go into Vatayanasana, which is an advanced posture. So it's a combination of Padmasana and Garudasana. Yeah. And it brings great flexibility and agility into the whole body. and it is supposed to activate all the chakras in the body. So it's a beautiful posture. Once you finally are able to get into it, it's really amazing. So we'll bring our right foot by the root of the left thigh, like that, as if going into Ardha Padmasana. Stretch our hands up and fold our body. Then we'll come down, resting the knee on the ground, and move this foot forward. Come up, going into a Garudasana on the hand. Hold here. With a smile on your face, enjoying the posture. In complete relaxation. Release slowly. Then we come out of the posture exactly as we went into it. Okay? So slowly come up. Stretch your hands up. Bring your leg down. Same practice on the other side. So starting from Samasthiti, we'll bring our left foot to the root of the thigh. Stretch our hands up. Then fold your body down. Go to the side, you can see. And then we'll bring the left knee on the ground. Move the right leg a bit further. Come up. And then wrap the hand around, going into Garudasana. And hold. A smile on your face. As you release, come down. And then release in the same way as you went into the posture. Come up. And bring your leg down. Give yourself a stretch. And relax in Shitil Tadasana. Feet apart, hands on your waist. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. So it is coming towards the end. Uttarakanda is when the Ashwamedha Yajna happens. So we have done the Vatayanasana to represent the horse, flying horse posture. Then we have, so it is time for the Avatara to end. So Ram Bhagwan is heading back towards his celestial abode because the Avatara has come to an end and Dharma has been established. So we'll finish the posture by doing Pradakshina 3 times. Okay, so we'll turn from the right and bring your hands into Namaskara Mudra. The first Pradakshina to Adi Bhautika Shaktis. So breathe in nicely, normally, gently. And the second Pradakshina to the Adi Daivika Shaktis. So again. And the final Pradakshina to Adhyatmika Bhagavanta, the divinity within ourselves, which connects us to the divinity everywhere, reiterating the fact that everything is one. Yeah. So one more round of Pradakshina. And that finishes our journey through Ramayana, and we come back to it again and again because of the beauty of our Itihasa. So we'll come to sit down and remind ourselves of a couple of shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita, where when an avatara comes or when it's ending, there is always the reassurance that Bhagwan is always around and he is available whenever we need him. So, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir-bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So we will finish with a couple of relaxation postures. So we will come into Ardha Kapotanasana, which is a nice stretch for the whole of the body after the practice, which is also as if we are going into complete Sharanagati, doing a Sastanga Namaskara to Bhagwan Rama. So we will start to slide our left leg behind and fold the right leg in. Yeah? And then we bring our hands into Namaskara Mudra, looking towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath. And then go down. Bring your forehead on the ground. Complete Sharanagati to Bhagwan. Hold, feel a nice stretch all through the body. Breathe in, come up. And this time around, as you breathe out, stretch towards the right, bring your forehead on the ground. Hold. can stretch up. Bring your hands down. Same practice on the other side. So we stretch our right leg back this time. Fold our left leg in. And then we'll bring our hands into Namaskara Mudra. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe out and come down. Bring your forehead on the ground. Breathe in, come up. And this time around, stretch towards the left. Breathe in, come up. Yourself a stretch. Stretch your leg out. So we'll come to lie on the back and do a practice called as Markatasana, which eases out all the stretches in the body so far. Markata means the monkey posture. So we'll stretch our hands at 90 degrees to the body. Bring our right foot by our left knee. Slightly lift it up. Your feet will still stay by the knee joint. Yeah. Catch your right knee with the left hand. Take a nice deep breath. And start to push your right knee towards the left while you look towards the outstretched right hand. Breathe in, stretch up. Stretch your leg out. Same practice on the other side. So you bring your left foot by the right knee joint. Bring your leg up. Catch the left knee with the right hand. Take a nice deep breath. And then push your right knee towards the Push your left knee towards the right while you look towards the outstretched hand. Feeling a nice stretch from the tip of the toes to the tip of your fingers. Hold. Release. Stretch your leg out. Give yourself a stretch. And relax in Shavasana. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Stretch your left hand above your head. Bring your right foot by your left knee. Turn to your left. Bring both hands in front of your chest. Come up with the support of your hands. Stretch your leg out. Coming into Dandasana. And then we will come to sit in a comfortable posture. You can sit in Sukhasana or you sit in Siddha posture. Or you sit in Ardha Padmasana or full Padmasana. Or whatever posture is comfortable for you. Sit in that posture. We will finish with a Falashruti mantra. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Nama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. And offer our practice to Bhagwan Ram. Bring both hands into Chin Mudra. Keep your spine straight. Rest of the body is relaxed. Have a beautiful smile on your face. We will do 3 rounds of Om chanting. Deeply breathe in. Deeply breathe in. Bring our hands into Namaskara Mudra and finish with the Shanti Mantra. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Then a gratitude and homage to our Janma Bhoomi, our Dharma Bhoomi, Bharat, the land from where the Yoga Vidya originates. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Namostu Paramatmane Jyotirmaya Swarupaya Vishwamangalya Murtaye Prakriti Panchabhutani Graha Loka Swarastatha Dishakalascha Sarvesham Sada Kurvantu Mangalam Ratnakara Dota Padam Himalaya Kiritinim Brahmarajarshi Ratnadhyam Vande Bharata Mataram. Rub your palms together. Feel the energy between your palms. Consciously feel the warm energy between your palms. And gently transfer that energy over your forehead, over your eyes, over your cheeks, over your nostrils, chin, and neck. Again, rub your palms together. Feeling the energy consciously between your palms. This energy has got a very good healing power. It's known as Yoga Agni. So, transfer that energy to any part in your body where you have any discomfort or uneasiness and heal yourself with your own energy. So, offering this Yoga Abhyas to Bhagwan Ram in the joyous celebration towards the auspicious occasion of Pran pratishtha in Ram Janma Bhoomi, Ayodhya on the 22nd of January. May Bhagwan Ram bless us all with the divine satsanga, because satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nirmalatatvam, nirmalatatve jivan muktihi, bringing us to the realization that asangoham, asangoham, asangoham punah punaha, satchidananda rupoham, ahameva ahamavyayam. Dhanyawad for joining in the practice. Hope you enjoyed the practice. You may open your eyes now.